Hi everyone. Thank you again that you're here and you're giving me the most important thing that you have. This is your attention. Your attention is your light. This is your focus. And because your energy goes through your focus, you're giving me now your energy actually. Me too, I'm doing the same. I'm giving you my full attention and my energy in order to create a resonance between those two energies and to create a new experiences for you and for me. So in this video we're going to talk about meditation. I would like to share with you how easy it's to meditate and how much benefits you can take from the meditation to be fun for you, to be easy, and not only that, but to be so good that you don't want to go out of meditation, so you can stay for 1 hour or even more. So, why some people find it challenging for meditation to do meditation and why some people not? Well, this is because we have different beliefs and definitions about meditation. And let me tell you what are the beliefs and the definitions that can make the meditation challenging and difficult for you. And after I share beliefs and definitions that can make the meditation easy and fun and available, and you can master it, you can become a master of the meditation, and you can use it in so many different variety of ways. So some of us believe that meditation is something that you have to sit and you have to uh, control your mind, and you have to say to your mind to not think about nothing. But this is a very wrong idea, and it's something that prevent people to do meditation, because when we sit, and if you sit in order to your mind to not think about nothing, this create a resistance, okay, because you resist to the mind, you want to control it. So the resistance, your focus, it's in the idea that your mind needs to stop, and because it's there in this image, this energize this image, and the image grows. All right, so the mind starts to be more active and more noisy. As much you want to stop the mind, as much the mind become more noisy. And some people start to experiment this, and they sit and they say, okay, I'm not going to think about nothing. When they start, the mind get just wild, so they feel that this create even more frustration for them, and they just give up. But there is another one idea that I'm going to share with you, which is it will allow you actually to meditate with ease. And the idea is that the mind, it's not designed to be stopped, okay, and not used. The mind, it's a 1/3 of you. You have a mind, you have a brain, you have a higher mind, you have a mind, you have a soul, and you have also a body. So you have three parts. Remember, the oneness expresses itself in three different ways. You have a conscious, subconscious, and unconscious mind. So once you understand that the mind is 1/3 of you, thus then you don't need to stop this 33% of yourself. You need to use it. Okay? The point is not to stop it, but to use it. How? When the meditation, by the way, in general, it's that no one can learn how to meditate. The meditation is a state, it's a natural state that occur after intense concentration. So you cannot make meditation. The meditation happens spontaneously, naturally, effortlessly after concentration. So this is very, very important to know. Once you know this, thus then you can use your mind, not to stop the mind, but you can use the mind in order to concentrate, in order to focus. And you can say to your mind, let's see how sharp you are. Let's see how brilliant you are. Show me how much you can focus on my breathing, on my hands, on my body, on the stone, on the tree. It doesn't really matter. Once you order to your mind to focus on something, he's very happy to serve you, because it's a tool of yours. So it's a part of you, it's a tool of yours. So you're using that tool, so you're integrating that tool. So the point here is not to stop the mind, but to use the mind in order to focus it. And thus then meditation will happen naturally and effortlessly. So there is two different ways basically you can focus your mind. There is an external way. You can use it to focus in a tree, in the stone. In the ancient civilizations, or in the ancient time, the people use yantras, a specific geometric forms in order to focus in the center and to increase this focus, to increase this awareness until absorption happen. Absorption is when the observer and the object, they connect, they melt in one whole thing. So there is no difference between what you observe and the one who observe it. This is something we call absorption, and this absorption actually happens from intense concentration, and this actually, in a sense, a meditation, or as some people call it, a flow state. Other people who deal with hypnosis or hypnotherapy, they call it trance. Trance from transition, from meditation, middle. Medi, it's from middle. So your ability to concentrate and to focus in the external object, it's one way you can master meditation. But there is one more, and this is the ability to focus internally. Different traditions, they use internal, different traditions, they use external methods. But internally, what means is that some people focus on the breathing, on the breathing. And why in the breathing? Because the breathing, it's dynamic. It's something that is constantly changing and constantly moving, so the mind cannot get bored. The mind must be very precise in order to follow the breathing. So it's all the time shifting. The mind need to work all the time in order to follow all these little changes in the breathing. That's why it's so beneficial to use your breathing in order to increase your concentration, because the mind, the breathing, it's dynamic, and the mind loves to follow something that is dynamic. Okay, it's not getting bored. So what else it happens when you focus on your breathing, or when you put your attention inside of your body, when you focus inside your arms or inside of your legs or inside of your internal organs? As we already discussed, the energy follow the attention, the energy follow the focus. So when you put your focus inside of your body, your energy start to move inside your body. You start literally energizing your physical body. Okay, because when you put your focus, the energy follow the focus, and your physical body start to be energized. So you start to receive more energy. So there is a different ways we can do that, but the main idea that I want to share with you is to use not only the breathing in order to energize your body, but your hands. Okay, your hands, they have a specific abilities. They are not just hands. They have a specific functions that you can discover and you can use for. But in order to understand how you can use them, I would like to share just a simple idea how your body is structured, how your energy that you already have is traveling inside of your body. Inside of your physical body, you have a channels that the energy is traveling, and those channels, they are called from the yogis nadi. It doesn't really matter. Those channels, they are like pathways, like roads inside of your body that this energy is traveling. And those roads, the same like our roads we have, they have a crossroad, okay? But sometimes when the crossroad is very big in the body, you have roundabouts, okay? It's much more easy when you go in the roundabout because there is no traffic light, and the cars, they circulate much more easy in a very fast manner. Those roundabouts, those circles, they are the chakras, the vortexes, the wheels. The chakra is main wheel inside of your body. So you have 7 main chakras, but you have different vortexes, different roundabouts in the different parts of your body. Not only the main, but you have here also in the hands. In the hand, you have vortex that all the channels, all the roads here from the fingers, they connect. There is a roundabout. This energy, it has been moved in a different ways. So in order to continue, it circulate here, and that's then, it moves. So we have different chakras, different vortexes, different roundabouts in a sense in our body. And these vortexes, they can receive, but also they can emit energy, right? So the main idea I want to share with you in order to combine all this information is to uh, use your hands, and I will post a link below this video for about the documentary that is about a qigong, about a standing meditation, also known standing as a tree, in order to see different positions you can make. But right now I want to share with you a principle that in the movie you will not find it. So when you hold your hands front of your face, this is also known in qigong as a grand circle. The energy start to circulate, okay, right now. And not only that, but you have left and right hand that they point each other. So you have yin and yang, positive and negative. You have a balance between two different kind of energy, and you can create greater output than the input, right? So what happened when you hold your hands here, when you close your eyes and you hold it as much you can, what happened is that in order to hold your hands in that position, you need to pay attention on them. You need to focus on your hands. When you focus on your hands, what's happened? The energy follow your focus, and your hands start to be energized with more energy. Okay, you build up awareness. Okay, so when your hands start to get energized, all right, what's happened is that from those vortexes here, the energy start to shoot back to your body. In this case, because you hold it right here, it start to shoot to your head. So in your body, you have basically three different centers that they serve as reservoirs. Those reservoirs, they are also known as dantians. And we have the upper dantian, which is in our head, which is responsible for the mental energy. We have a middle dantian, which is in our heart, which is responsible for emotional energy. And we have also the lower dantian, which is responsible for the physical energy. So when you hold on your hand in that position by closing your hands and just pay attention on your hand, bending slightly your knees because the energy can circulate, and closing your mouth, your tongue, to be connected with your mouth, or the top of your mouth, you close one circle inside the earth and the sky, okay, inside the mouth, so the energy starts to circulate inside. You're closing another one circle, another one circuit here, so the electricity can flow here as well. You know, the electricity, in order to flow, we have to close the circuit. So you're closing one circuit here, you're closing one more here, and the energy start to circulate and start to flow much more rapidly. You start to pay attention on your hands. The hands energize because the energy follow your focus, and because of your chakras on your vortexes on your hand, this energy start to be emitted back to your head. And in your head you have the upper dantian, which actually receive the energy, and your mental abilities start to be increased because you have more mental power. In the same way, you can use your hands to build up more emotional energy in your heart, okay, and you can build more physical energy in your lower dantian. This is very simply said, but once you start to build up those three energy centers, those three dantians, thus then you have more of those three different energies that they are the same, but they have different qualities. All right, so once you have more energy, thus then not only you feel more energized, but also because you hold your hands in a specific position, this energy is also balanced. Okay, so this positioning of your hands, they balance the energy that you already have, but they also provide you with extra energy. Okay, when we eat food, when we drink water, we dissolve this, we recycle those physical particles, and we extract very fine energy that is our body needs in order to operate. In that in that manner, we directly supply the body with this fine energy directly, without necessary losing energy in order to dissolve the food and the water and the chemical particles and components. So it's much more efficient way. If we go to the fitness, you spend also their energy. But when you meditate, you are still. So you don't spend energy when you do that. Instead, you don't spend, but you just receive. So your energy build up very, very fast. So once you have much more energy and those three different qualities of energy, you feel more energized and you feel more balanced. Okay, and that's then when you by the way, this by itself, you will realize that when you hold your hands like this, your awareness, it will increase so much, because your hands will start to get very heavy, and in order to continue to hold them like that, this it will take an effort, and it will be you need to be more aware, you need to be more focused, and as much heavy they are, as much aware you will become, as much awareness you will build, as much concentrate and focused you will become, and you will notice a few things. Your breathing pattern, it will be more deep and more relaxed, and also you can notice that you exhale maybe several times. What actually happened, that you exhale this energy that is out of alignment, this chi, this prana that is stagnated, that it feels very dense inside the body, it just go out. Okay, so this is an indicator that shows you that actually those things work, that actually you receive more energy, because once you start to receive more positive energy, the negative one, it has like compression of positive energy, and the negative one just go away. It has no place, because they cannot be compatible together, the positive and the negative. The positive energy is with a higher charge, it's vibrating in a higher frequency, and just pull out the negative naturally. Okay, so another one important thing in order to understand how you can make this even more useful is to understand that those pathways, those energy channels in your body, specifically when you have a joints in your arms, in your legs, and in your spine, the energy, the stagnated energy, usually is it's holding there. So when you make a stretching exercise, even very simple, you release this energy and you open those pathways. That's why in the yoga there is asana, that's different postures which are designed to stretch your body. So when you stretch your body, those channels, they open. The joints between the bones, they are triggered, they are opened, in a sense they are stretched, and those energy can be released. Those channels, those pathways can be more conductive, much more easy to travel the energy, and thus then you can use the concentration, you can use this different exercise from Qigong or others that we're going to discuss, and you can build up the energy. So you have the open channels that energy is travel, and also you receive much more energy, and thus then this creates an experience of balance, of harmony. And when this start to build up enough, okay, when you start to have much more energy, thus then you can use your imagination in order to move that energy. You can use the music as a frequency, as a amplifier, in order to amplify this energy, this state of being, and to send it to different people, or just to feel it much more deeply and much more profoundly within yourself. And when this is going to happen, when you buy into a deep state of gratitude, when you have enough energy, when you buy into a deep state of gratitude, you're going to reach a specific threshold of frequency, and this frequency is going to be so high that actually create a resonance, and this resonance is like a supersonic that dissolve different negative beliefs and definitions and images that you have about yourself, about the world. Different beliefs and definitions that they are out of alignment, they're going to be dissolved from that state of being, and probably you will feel that you will start crying. You will feel different impulses from ecstasy and bliss running through your body, and the tears are going to start running on your face. This is going to show you that the chemical components from those negative beliefs and definitions and pictures is just release, and you release those beliefs and those definitions without not necessarily going through different experiences in life, different situations and circumstances that is going to trigger those beliefs and definitions. That you're going to, let's say, freaked out or feel anger, and then you will ask yourself what I have to believe in order to feel that emotion, and then consciously to trace the emotion in order to find the belief and to transform the belief. This is a very long process that you don't need actually to do. Once you amplify your energy, absorb more energy, and start to move it in a specific way to create feelings, thus then when these feelings go in a specific threshold, they clean your subconscious mind very deep, and you save years of your path as a in a self, like a self, to grow as a self, as a consciousness. You save so much time because you create a bigger space. Okay, that makes sense. That's why we make the previous video. So the last thing I want to say this video before we finish is that when we have this energy and we use the music or other tools as our imagination in order to amplify this energy and create uplifted state of being, this actually is going to be feelings like gratitude, like love, like excitement, like a joy, like ecstasy and bliss a little bit later on with the practices. And those are feelings. And the difference between the feelings and the emotions is that the energy of the feelings is in alignment. It feels expansive. It expands you as a space, as a consciousness. And the emotions there are negative. The emotions is fear, it's anxiety, it's something that feels segregative. Okay, so when we have this energy and we start to move it in the way that it's very, let's say, integrated, in a way that is expansive, we can create feelings. And actually those feelings, they expand the consciousness we are, and they will expand also our perspective. We can see the world in a completely different way. We can experience the same thing that we already have, but in a completely different way. We can create completely different experience with what we already have, because we are in a completely different state. So this is how basically all the things are connected, and why it's so important for us to create, to remember how to meditate, to remember how to focus and how to concentrate. So if you have any questions, if I missed something, or if you want something to be more clear, you can ask them below that video, and I will do my best literally to explain it from a different perspective or to clarify them. Thank you for watching, and I wish you to remember how easy and how effortlessly it's to focus and to concentrate and to buy into this state and to stay into this state as much you can do. The most easy way you can do that is to do the things that you love, because when you do the things that you love, it's naturally for you that you focus. You are loving them. You are so excited that your focus is increased naturally, and this absorption happened naturally. But here I was talking about different way that we can do it. Let's say that something that we can cultivate it. Okay, but the other way you can do it is just to love, to do something that you really love, and this, it happens naturally, supernaturally actually, for you. Thank you again for watching, and I will be very happy to see you again. Thank you.